What is going on, YouTube? PPS back. It's past the prop time. I guess it's multi-sport, even though I don't think any of our main ones are MLB. But coming at you guys for another round of our past the prop show. 13-game NBA slate today. Only 5 MLB, but biggest slate I think we've ever had here on the show. So, Stu, how we doing this morning on Friday here?
I'm doing good. It's a good time of year. Obviously, we spent all year long, doing NBA, and now MLB kind of gives us another option. So every once in a while, when we get those real bad slates, we can kind of focus in on the other sport. It's good to have a little bit of flexibility because every once in a while we come in here for like a 3-game slate on a Wednesday, and that's a little bit tougher. But now we got all these options. I know there's a lot of momentum going past the prop has been great recently. I watched your video yesterday. You hit both of your MLB plays to start off the year, so that got me fired up. I'm ready to keep it going today.
Yeah, it's been a good start to the year. Obviously, we got I'm doing all NBA today, but yeah, we just got to keep hitting these long shots because that's 5 straight profitable shows. They were 6 for our last 11 on those long shots, so hopefully we can continue to cash those in today. Let's do a quick recap here, and then we will get going because it's going to take a little bit longer today, I'm assuming. Let's just go to this one because I don't think he even played.
Yeah, correct. This is wait, no.
He didn't play.
He got sick. Remember, he got ruled sick. Yeah, that's the whole world had him, and he got ruled sick. So yeah, we avoided that right there.
Yeah, and Tari barely played. I don't know what happened there. I gotta wait till I see rotations again because, man, those starter minutes are big though. Those starter minutes are fat, and so unfortunately that got him off of his little role he was on there. Jimmy, I don't think got there.
No, Jimmy did not have a good day whatsoever, unfortunately.
And then I guess we can get to a little bit more positive stuff because my boy Shaden Sharp, unlimited volume, bro. That's all I will say. What we talked about in the show there prior, just talking about this absolute unbelievable freaking shot volume this guy has. I just remember him literally walking down the court as a point guard and not even passing the ball once, which I thought was awesome as a guy who bet his points. But fuck, dude, it was wild. And then ended up getting his 30 on the last shot of the game. A little step back 3-pointer from 30 feet. That was nice, plus 550. I saw this today is like in the 300s. So unfortunately, You're not going to get this line again. But hey, it was nice. It was nice while it lasted. And I don't believe, obviously, that I think Jimmy got his steals, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but the points was the disappointing part of the night. Unfortunately, he got locked up.
Perfect. Still ended up going profit. So we're going to continue to keep this going. That's 5. Like I said, 5 straight profitable shows. And we'll be heading into today's slate. Also, just want to give out a shout out to my guy, Siwoo Kim, for absolutely blowing this morning. He was -1 through 3 holes and then got a +4, a quad bogey on a par 5. That's impressive, dude. I mean, you should probably get – I don't even know if you'd be allowed to go to the Masters for that. I think you should get the Masters card there.
Yeah, I haven't even checked up on my lineup, so we'll see how that's going after the show.
Bro, mine was cooking, bro. I got like 4 guys in the top 10, and then obviously this happens, and now he's +5 through 5, and he needs to get to even have a chance at making that cut. So
yeah,
gonna make me sweat again, dude. Fucking Christ! Why can't I just have a easy one? Why can't I just have an easy 6-man make it? And then we're just chilling. But nope. Siwoo with a quad. That looks like my scorecard with a freaking 9 on it, dude. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that's the Siwoo experience. Maybe next week before we move on, maybe we'll have to drop in a couple Masters plays at like the end of the show or something like that. We'll see.
MLB is too big now. I ain't even going to look at it there.
Hey, you're missing out, man. You're missing out.
Dude, I just like the DK pricing on those because they have like really fucking good golfers at 7K.
Yep.
Guys like Corey Connors, like 7,300. He's like 10-8 this week. Like, wild. All right. NBA slate. There's a lot to talk about here. Obviously, a lot of games, a lot of huge totals here. I guess there's not even that many big spreads outside of like injured teams, right? Like Spurs in Golden State. You got Portland as 13-point dogs there. I mean, there's not many dogs really to talk about too much, but what is the game that you're looking at tonight for favorite to watch there?
I think Lakers Timberwolves. That's got to be it for me. It was either between that, like the best game, or the worst game on the slate, which was the Rockets and Pistons. I feel like those will be the two games I have a lot of exposure to. But hey, Timberwolves are trending upwards right now. They're starting to get some, media attention for this run. Cat's back. He's playing pretty well, and now they run into the Lakers. So I'm pretty excited for that. It should be a real good matchup.
Yeah, dude. Sucks to see Naz Reid out for probably the season. That's going to suck. I don't think they'll be able to do much without him, to be honest. He was really good this year, like actually really fucking good. I'm in a split. I'm in a split between the Hawks, Nets, and the Pistons and Rockets. I'm not even going to the late night hammer. Those two games early are where I'm looking there. 1 point spread, 240 total in that Atlanta game. I'm curious how that game's going to go. A lot of pretty high numbered props, obviously, because of the pace of that game. But yeah, I'm really excited for that one. And then obviously, how could you not want to watch the Rockets Pistons? That's going to be the best game of the slate for sure.
Hey, two trash teams playing no defense, letting their young guys run around. Sounds like a good game to prop bet. And maybe we keep that off the TV. We watch those other two, and then we just check the ESPN game logs and see, Jaden Ivey has a triple-double, and, I don't know, Bagley has a double-double. Who knows? We'll just check the game scores for those.
I feel like I would go the other way. I would put that the other way. I would put both of those up on the screen next to each other. Hey, we were talking shit on a lot of guys, and now they're all coming through. So shout out. I want to give shout out to Kevin Knox for finding his way to the show 4 times. 4 times he made his way into the show last show. Come up with a fat double-double. They didn't even offer it, dude. You're telling me you don't think I would have bet that? I would have bet the last 3 weeks. I would have lost a lot of fucking money, but that would have been the time I would have won. Pretty big, because I'm guessing it would have been close to like plus 10,000 for a freaking Kevin Knox double-double.
Yeah, those odds would be insane. I mean, you would be literally the only customer in the United States on any legal sports book that's put in real money on Kevin Knox. So if any of the books are listening right now, they're taking notes. List those props. He'll bet them. I don't know who's going to win that, but I'd imagine the books have an edge right there.
Yeah, dude, it sucks. Definitely. That was the time to get in on him. I'm sure they're gonna fucking nuke his price down to like plus 1,000 for a double-double now that he shows he is an elite rebounder down there in the paint. So beautiful shot by Siwoo there, thank God. Hopefully he can make a 5-foot putt, which I don't know is going to happen, but all right. Stu, we should probably just get rolling on these, huh? We got about 20 of you guys in here in the first 10 minutes. We appreciate you guys popping in early. And let's send it over to you for this first one. Obviously, a play I like. I bet both these guys quite a bit this year.
Yeah, no, this one of my favorite plays of the day. We're going a little 2-leg parlay on DraftKings. Markelle Fultz and Denny Advia to both score 12 points, minus 125. This is a spot I obviously like a lot. Denny has been doing very good for me so far this season, and especially recently, right? We've seen him finally kind of hop into this Wizards tank mode where Denny is now going to play 30 minutes no matter what the game script is, whether you're blowing out the Celtics, which surprisingly happened, or whether you're getting blown out against a team like the 76ers. They've shown consistently that Denny's going to play that 30 minutes. They're going to get those shots up. The biggest problem was Denny was not shooting inside. He was taking outside shots. He was trying to be a catch and shoot player. That wasn't his skill set whatsoever. He was actually getting the ball in transition, doing a little bit of playmaking, and just getting to the free throw line, scoring in the paint. He's finally been aggressive, which I really like, and I do think he's going to get this 12 points pretty easily. The volume's just been great recently. Additionally, when we look at his career games versus Orlando, he's played 28 minutes in 5 games. He scored over 12 points in 4 of those 5 games. So even some pretty solid history, despite the fact that his shot profile has gotten much better. As for Markelle Fultz, it's a DMV legend. This guy loves playing in the District of Columbia. In his career against Washington, even through his struggles, he's averaging 17 points per game with Orlando versus Washington. Then when we look at those games, they're actually in DC. He's at 19 points per game. He's hit in every single game with Orlando in the District of Columbia so far. He loves coming out here. He's actually been playing pretty good recently. He's kind of up and down. We don't normally like messing with this magic rotation, but we do have the little added incentive of returning home. A lot of family here. He's still going to play that 30 minutes averaging right around 14 points per game this month. I think he keeps it going. So 2 guys, very consistent. They're going to have that shot volume right here. I like 12 plus points for each of them, minus 125. And then I do see Hans who's asking, is Gafford going to play? He's questionable. I don't know if he's actually going to suit up or not. I don't really care, to be honest, with what Washington's doing. It's all about getting the young guys involved. If Gafford is, he'll be out there for 20 minutes as a somewhat low usage player, maybe steal a board or 2 from Denny, but I'm not too worried at all about Gafford's effect on this game.
Yeah, no, I saw that he's questionable. I don't think it really matters too much, maybe for the rebounding portion of it. But like you said, he's getting fat minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He's going to get at least half of that run without him on the court. And yeah, Denny has been the absolute man lately. But yeah, let me go to my first one here. This is minus 125. Going to Andrew Nebhard. Wow, I can't spell for shit. Jesus, I'm terrible. It is a weird way to spell it, though. Like, I don't really ever hear the M in there. Nebhard. So, yeah. Hey, whatever it is. Did see Buddy Hields coming back, so that's a little bit depressing. But that's going to take away more Benedict Mathurin minutes, probably a little bit more Jordan Nwora minutes. It ain't going to take away Andrew Nebhard minutes, dude. This guy has been on a tear since Halliburton has been out. He's officially been ruled out for this game. Hopefully they don't SGA it and make him questionable now. That was stupid, but yeah, that was really dumb. We're looking here at Oklahoma City. I love this matchup anyway. Don't really matter. They're bottom 10 in assists allowed and points per game allowed. Nebhard, since I think it's been 3 games, or this will be the 3rd game that Tyrese has missed. He's averaging over 10.5 potential assists per contest here. And man, dude, he is getting up shots, dude. He's getting that volume up there as well. 16 attempts over his last 2 games. Looked great against the Bucks, and that's a tough matchup, dude. That's a tough one. I was not expecting that. I did play him in DFS because he was cheap, and he just absolutely cooked. Really helped my lineup that day because no one played him. But dude, he's been fantastic. I mean, you're seeing TJ McConnell get assists to Nebhard now. Like, they're playing together, which is actually really nice to see that they'll play McConnell at the point, Nebhard at the 2. And there's a lot of minutes where Nebhard is just getting full on run at the 1 as well, which really helps out. Obviously, I don't expect a 285-point game like they did against the Bucks, but 36 minutes in the game against Dallas, 28 against the Bucks with a few minutes missed for blowout spots there. So really like Nebhard today. I think this number is just a little bit too low for the volume and the potential assist options here. And I think it actually kind of helps that Buddy Hield's going to be spotting up there. He's not going to be dribbling, right? He's going to spot up, dude. That guy's going to be standing out there. You can't double down because they were doing that. The Bucks were packing the paint against Nebhard. And luckily, very luckily, they were making their shots. Obviously, he had 15 assists in that game. And a lot of those were just absolute spot-up shots, or those kickdowns to Isaiah Jackson, who I don't think knows how to dribble either. Dude just puts it up in a straight dunk right there. He knows what he's got to do, and he did a good job on that. But I think that this is a great matchup. I think the pace should be really nice. And if SGA plays, I don't think it really matters too much to me. But obviously for Jalen Williams props, I'm gonna have to get away from those if SGA is playing there. So.
Yeah, no, I love this spot too. I was going to say exactly what you said about Hield at the end right there. I actually think that's better. Hield's, like you said, a pure spot up catch and shoot guy. Well, Nwora and Mathurin love to take those 2 or 3 dribbles, get a little step back going, and they always kind of ruin those potential assists. And then you mentioned it, Jackson Smith, rim runners, they're going to just catch those lobs. They're not actually creating their own shots either. So I agree, Nebhard, the scoring scared me earlier in the season. He looked like he couldn't score whatsoever. He's looked fine recently. He's looked very well adjusted, definitely getting more comfortable to the NBA pace. He's clearly shown he's one of those guys that can have a spike performance in either category. So I'm definitely going to be telling you I like this spot a lot tonight, especially too. I don't care if SGA plays, but if he does, I do think it opens up a couple more transition opportunities. So I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, this should be fast, dude. This should be moving at a pretty brisk pace here, especially with a nice total there as well. 240 total, like with a team total that high for the Pacers, where are they expecting all these points to come from if they're going to put one of the guys who's out there for that many minutes like this? Like, I mean, maybe Miles Turner plays today, but what's the point? Like, I don't understand why you're playing him. Like, obviously you want to let him get his run and stuff, but don't you want to see Jalen Smith? Don't you want Isaiah? I mean, they're both going to fall out anyway. Maybe let him run the last 10 minutes. Miles Turner because he's the last center left. But damn, dude, it's just you want to see this guy play, right? You want to see this guy play.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I love the spot here. I'm definitely going to be tailing because I was not confident whatsoever earlier in the season, but I'm happy to see he's actually making buckets recently. That was definitely a good midseason adjustment.
Beautiful. Let's take a look at the chat. I know I've been lagging. I've been behind on the chat, so let's take a look here. Jay, first guy in there on here before we even started. We got Terrence in here as well. Travis, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in live with us here. Yeah, it was a big day yesterday. I think both of us had a pretty big day yesterday on the MLB start. So we'll be talking about MLB a little bit later. I think Stu will have a couple plays for you guys on that. Sharp, hey, he is, dude. That dude is just straight volume, baby. I mean, Kevin Knox got 16 shot attempts in that game, too. Sharp had like 16 in the first half. The dude just pulled, and he was like 1 for 9, and he still got there. I think he only had 8 points in the first half, and then dude just kept chucking, and I love it, dude. I love that. Turbo in the chat. What is good, my man? Yeah, we'll have some MLB. I know we're lagging. Can we just shout out the person who made the schedule for MLB? What the fuck are you doing, dude? 5 games?
Yeah.
5? Come on, dude. I saw, tomorrow's slate, but like Saturday, Sunday, you're going to get everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 games today, dude. How do you not like run an 8-game slate? Like at minimum, after everybody's hype. We got a lot of people who did well yesterday. I saw Twitter was rolling with some greens out there. So, yeah, how do you not play a bigger slate? Get people excited, right? I mean, those games were going quicker. Everything's there. You got this super high hype. Everybody's team played, and now only a 5-game slate. And to be honest, it's not even like the good ones. Like it's not like matchups either. Like if you give me Red Sox Yankees this early, if you're gonna only give me a 5-gamer, dude, just ridiculous.
I felt the same way. When you see the NBA small slates too, they're particular. They give you like a Bucks Celtics. You know, they at least give you one good game to hold on. I thought that was really weird too, because I agree. Everyone was fired up yesterday. I was like, okay, let me check the MLB slate tomorrow, and it's definitely a little bit of a letdown. Well, the NBA slate is obviously the huge one after only having 2 games yesterday. So luckily we're a little bit flexible here. You know, we stay on our toes, and I think we found, plenty of good spots to make up for it.
Yeah, dude, it was so dumb though. Like I looked at the Bucks like last week, bro. How are you supposed to play a game like that, bro? 7 days, 5 games, 5 different cities, bro. Like they were all over the place. Like in these over those last week, I'm like with 2 back-to-back sprinkled in there. I'm like, dude, that's just mean, man. That's just mean. And then you put them in a primetime game after you just traveled in their first home game on that stretch. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Hey, I bet the Bucks to win the Eastern Conference this morning after this all big flipping hype over the Celtics whopping them. I'm like, dude, come on. Like, it's 1 game. They didn't even give a shit. They just have to beat the 76ers. They beat the Sixers, they'll get the 1, and we ain't got to worry about it. So let's take a look here. Tigers played, and yeah, dude, it was yeah, Erod cooking, baby. Erod was cooking there. But yeah, dude, these games have been going a lot quicker, which is awesome. So first game since 1968. Oh, yeah, dude, it was awesome. I had ESPN Plus rolling the whole day, but MLB TV, right? We got everything rolling. Got at bat as well, which was it's definitely worth the money there. Let's oh yeah, dude, that was rough, dude. I know there was only 2 or 3 games last year. That was gross. Absolutely gross. All right, Stu, round 2. Let's get it.
Yo, this is probably my favorite play of the day. I tried to lock this in last night at 1 a.m. It would have been a Twitter play, but they didn't open up the same game parlay. So luckily it's saved for this show. I absolutely love Claxton 2 blocks, Cam Johnson 2 threes, -110 over on DraftKings. We'll start out with Claxton. It should be a little bit of, I guess the harder leg in this parlay right here. But he's been super consistent, averaging 2.3 blocks per game at home so far this season. When you look at over his last 15 games, he has 2 or more blocks in 11 of those 15 games. And now we look at the matchup, which is my favorite part. 2 games against the Hawks so far this season. He's over in both, averaging 4.5 blocks in those games. When you think about about it logically, who's down there in the paint for the Hawks? They're always going to have a big man that is going to give you those block opportunities, whether it's Capella in the starting lineup, whether it's a Kongwu, whether it's Collins. These are all guys that have those shot profiles that we absolutely love to target for blocks. A lot of teams will have a stretch big, come in. So if Capella goes out, then suddenly he'll have to go out to the three-point line and defend. But it's not like that with the Hawks. Kongwu is the same skill set. He's going to be right there in the paint. I just think there's going to be so many block opportunities. Plus, we know Trae Young. He's got that floater. He's going to drive down there every once in a while, and I bet he's going to swat at least one of those out of there. So 4.5 blocks against them on the season so far. I definitely like when FanDuel does open up those little blocks ladders. I'll probably be running one of those on Claxton. I think there's definitely ceiling potential right here. I love the Capella Kongwu combo. As for Cam Johnson, he's been great to us on the show as well right here. Over in 16 of his 20 games with the Nets. 2 threes, extremely consistent, averaging 6.6 attempts in March, and I think 7 since joining the Nets. We know what he's out there to do. He stretches the floor. He shoots those threes. He was 3 for 8 against the Hawks just a couple weeks ago in his only matchup on the Nets against them this season. The volume's going to be there. He's going to continue to take 7 to 8 threes. I trust him to get in a good matchup. Love both these guys. They've been great to me this year. I can't believe this was minus 110. I thought I was going to have to pay way worse for that. So definitely my favorite play of the day.
Beautiful. Like we talked about this as being one of my favorite games as well. I mean, how can you not like a 1-point spread with a 240 total? Yeah. And I think it might go higher. Honestly, that Hawks defense is freaking horrendous, dude. Like, it's bad. But yeah, I'm going to my biggest play of the day, and I'm going to absolutely lay a hammer on this. And dude, he's my boy, and I'm going to go back. Kevin Porter, give me that 31.5. How are you giving me 31.5 points, rebounds, assists again? Got a nice matchup tonight as well. Facing off against the Pistons. They are 7-point favorites tonight at home. When have we seen that? I would almost take the Pistons, and that's terrible. Yeah. Taking the Pistons at 7-point dogs on the road against this abysmal defense. But going over to the Pistons side defensively, bottom 5 in points, rebounds. They're bottom 5 in field goal percentage. They're bottom 10 in offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. Pretty much, I mean, you go up and down the stat sheet, they're in the red, right? They're not in any of the green categories defensively. And again, Kevin Porter Jr. minutes. This is what screwed Tari Eason was. The minutes for the starters are bonkers right now. Over his last 10 games, there's been one game he hasn't had 34-plus minutes. Wow. And that was because they were getting absolutely nuked by Memphis by 40, right? And then there was one other game in there that kind of was a big outlier game, and that was against Cleveland, where Cleveland just shut him down, right? But who's shutting him down? Corey Joseph? Who's shutting him down? Killian Hayes? Like, how are we shutting down Kevin Porter Jr. playing 38 minutes? They're doing a great job of staggering him and Jalen Green, so he's getting his shots up, right? Last game, he had 22 shot attempts against Brooklyn. If these games stay close, this man's running 40 minutes, right? So I love to see that he's had at least 12 shot attempts over his last 10 games in every single spot. His three-point ball, he's made at least 3 threes in 6 of those games. He's 6 of his last 10 over this number. You have a perfect matchup here. We should see a nice pace. I might be betting the over here, 227. I think that should be a little bit higher as well. But just let's look at the peripherals over the last 10 games when he started getting these minutes, right? This dude has been on one, absolutely on one. Just looking at his assist numbers here. Let me pull up exactly what it is because I just had it here. Obviously lost it for a second. 12.5 potential assists. And then we go to rebounding. He's over 10 over his last 10 games. So, I mean, let me sprinkle that triple-double. You're going to give it to me? I'm going to be rolling with this pretty heavy. I love Kevin Porter tonight. There's no one who's going to stop him. There's nobody who's playing the enough minutes here that Kevin Porter's – dude, him and Jalen Green are running 40 minutes if this game stays within 10 points. And nobody's looking like at it at all, right? These guys are just – they're not moving up in price on DraftKings. Still under $8K for a guy in this matchup playing 40? Like – if you're going to give me that, this is just got to be a hammer for me.
Yeah, I'm in a tough spot here. Last time you gave a Kevin Porter Jr. bet, it was last week, and then you ended up hitting the double-double. He had a triple-double in that game, and all I did is shit talk him. So I don't know if I should shit talk him. I don't know if he's still listening right now. I apologize, Kevin. Obviously, I was wrong. You're not going to the Shanghai Sharks. I want to take that comment back on the record just so we're all clear right here. But I love the matchup, exactly what you said. It's probably arguably maybe the best matchup we can get right now with a team like the Rockets and the Pistons, where this is just nothing, right? There's no defense in this game, and you killed it with the minutes. He's probably going to play 36, 37, 38 minutes in a close game right here, and he's shown consistently he can fill up the stat sheet in any category. Obviously, the triple-double last game or last time you gave it out on the show speaks for itself, but we love a guy that can consistently get you the rebounds, even as a guard. Like you said, over 10 rebound chances is pretty crazy for a guard. So I like that he can fill up the stat sheet. I'll definitely be telling you right here, despite my past comments about him.
Yeah, no, I definitely wanted to talk about this part here as well, because they have been pretty decent. But what I do like about this is over the last 10 games, Kevin Porter is top 15. I think he's 15th exactly in drives per game. And the Pistons are bottom 5 in points in the paint. So I think it's going to be Kevin. Dude, he's big. He's going to be bigger, right? He's 6'4". He's got that long-ass wingspan. Dude's going up over guys, especially some of these smaller guards here. I think he's going to be able to run right through these dudes. And even if it gets brought down, right? If he gets brought down into the paint, I think that kick out's going to be there. You have Jalen Green, Jabari Smith playing on an elite level as of late since he's gotten these minutes. Kenyon Martin just, I swear, gets a dunk every like 5th possession. And hopefully, just for my bias, he does his little kick out to an alley-oop there for Tari Eason, because I got to have my guy throw one down for me tonight. So I'll be all over it. I love Kevin Porter. So hopefully he'll be able to come through again. Oh, who are they talking about? Who's PJ? Who are they talking about? Oh, Washington?
Yeah, should be your guy, PJ Washington.
Bro, I want to fade him so bad. Oh. Today is like the day I fade him. Dude, that was really close to being a play of mine, was his points, rebounds, assists under. But you can't play it until you know Hayward and you know all this other stuff. And Oubre, like, yeah, they're sitting at 28.5. And if those two are out, that's completely disrespectful. But, dude, the Bulls are so slow, bro. Like, I've been watching a couple of these Bulls games, and they're like Dallas. They're slower than Dallas now, which is like, it doesn't make any sense. So I just think 28.5, if those guys are playing, I'm going to be on the under. I'm going to take that under. And I have not done that ever. So,
yeah, that's brave right here. I mean, PJ's been good to us this year, but I agree. I would say the only problem I have is they're way better of a defense versus guards when we look at the Bulls. I just fade guards. And obviously when the guards are struggling, that does mean more volume for the forwards. He'll see some Patrick Williams minutes off the bench, but that won't be his primary assignment. So I still don't mind PJ overall, but could be
it's just you're getting you're buying at the absolute peak of PJ Washington. Yeah, I was betting him at 24.5, 23.5, and I was only throwing one unit on it. You're giving it 28.5 after he dropped a 40 piece. It's just, oh my God, why are they giving me a 28.5? Right? Why? Dude just dropped 40 and had like 14 peripherals. Like, when is this man doing that? Like, ever? So Mark Williams being back too, like, it's just, oh man, there's just
also, this is hilarious. This is why this is my favorite time of year, by the way. A lot of people leave for MLB completely. I love questions like, should we play Maladone assist today? Because I'm with you. I love diving in the dirt. I remember playing his assist for the Thunder last season at this same time of year when all the starters are out and stuff like that. This guy can't score. Pass first guard, kind of like DSJ a little bit as well. So I wouldn't mind that assist as well, because I don't think he's going to be scoring either. So I like that look, and I just want to emphasize the best time of year when we can bet on guys like Theo Maladon.
Yeah, no. I saw he dropped like 45 DK points at minimum price, bro. Like, luckily I didn't play that day. That was like one of the few days I haven't played this year, and I'm like, 58% own Theo Maladon, dude. Oh my God, that's gross. That's absolutely gross. Those are the worst slates in the world, dude. When they have like Haywood Highsmith, Orlando Robinson, Theo like they're all 70% owned. It's gross. All right, let's look. We got Colin Rashad in here. Hey, dude, he's always on triple-double watch here on the show, man. I just should have bet that last time. I bet the double-double because I'm soft, but Hey, I'm sure we're going to hear about me talk about that shortly again here. So we might as well just do that right now, huh? Shouldn't I just do that right now? Because it's
Sounds
my
good. Let's go right to it.
right into it. I'm going to do it again, dude. I don't know how I get away from it. And I just can't believe that they're so giving me this line. Like I was getting this at like 550, 700 and on the last show when we bet it. But dude, like it's either he's going to be damn close or he's screwed because I bet this in their last game and he had 9 rebounds and it was disgusting because he was going crazy. But there's games where he's like against like New York, against Cleveland, he has like 4 assists and that's his highest one. But when he has these fast-paced games, right, he's filling up the stat sheet, right? He got 5 assists, 5 rebounds in a game against Golden State, 5, 6. I mean, the last double he had it against Boston, man. They beat Boston, and he had that 13 assist game, 9 rebounds. Like this dude is able to grab both. Again, this is a great rebounding spot here because there's going to be a ton of threes chucked up, and he's been really good at grabbing those spots. And if they're able to capitalize on those 3-point shots that he's going to be driving and kicking out, I think that we're going to see the assist line go up there too. So I like both rebounds and assists. I really was close to betting that, but I like his points too. So it's like I'm just going to throw them all in there. I'm going to roll with the double because I think one of those two will be getting to 10 tonight.
Yeah, no, and I think the assist might be my favorite leg of them to choose, but maybe even might be worth the sprinkle on the little triple double right there. I just checked FanDuel is 26-1. You can spend $5 on worse than that for sure.
That's gross though. That I feel like there's got to be higher than that, right?
That's fair.
Like,
if you hand build it, probably. If you build out the 10 rebounds, 10 assists, something like that, it probably is a little bit higher.
Yeah, if somebody wants to line shop that triple double, I would be curious because I need that at like 35, dude. I think he's only done it like twice this year.
Yeah.
And yes, one of them happened to be when we were on here. It made me look really good, but I don't expect that to happen twice in the whole season. And I mean, obviously, great matchup and everything here, but I would need 30 to 35, I think, to bet that and actually feel like I got value on it. So if anybody wants to grab that, let me know. But we're going to take a quick left turn here, going to MLB for Stu's spot. Let's get it.
Yeah, I went 1 for 2 stolen bases yesterday. Cedric Mullins, and I missed on a Rosarena right here. And I went today with Julio Rodriguez, stolen base. Great price here at plus 450 over on DraftKings, 50 points better than MGM, which is the next closest. I do think he has one of the better pitching matchups too. With this, what's this guy's name again? Let's see.
I literally just did a video. Yeah, I just did a video on him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have Julio Rodriguez hit as my leg. I'm one of my legs there.
Okay, nice. I have that in another one as well. We'll talk after the show right there. I like that spot as well. But I've been having a lot of success. I'm going to continue to be really aggressive with the stolen bases early in the season. We've seen, even after just one day, what was there? 15, 23? I saw some really high numbers.
I think it was 21 of 23 stolen bases.
Yep. So you love
23 of 25.
Here. Not just the bases being bigger. I think the bigger one is the pitchers, right? Not having to, the options to choose and really throw over as much as they want. It's not in their court anymore. The ball's in the runner's court right now. So it's very interesting to see how that dynamic plays out. So I locked in that one at plus 450. And then I did play 2 more stolen base props as well. I played Corbin Carroll at plus 400 on MGM. And I played Jazz Chisholm plus 475 over on MGM as well. So I got 3 stolen base guys, all better than plus 400. We only need one to be profitable, but with how aggressive these stolen bases are, I think we could go 2 for 3 right here. So I'm just going to continue to bet the crap out of the stolen base market until they adjust those numbers.
Yeah, no, and my only thing I'm scared about here is that this dude's just going to be smacking doubles.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I'm hoping for as a guy betting his hits, but that's the only worry because I feel like this is a great matchup. I've watched Gagas throw last year. Dude is horrendous. I mean, a pretty heavy sinker guy. So as a guy betting stolen bases, just kind of a little bit more in depth of like baseball thinking here. If Julio's on first and you're rolling a guy out there who's a sinker dude, you're wanting to run on first pitch or second pitch, right? Yeah. You're not waiting around when you're having a guy throw the ball down in the zone and trying to run it down and get ground balls, right? So this would be really important, kind of like a little bit more, kind of more critical thinking on what you want to do with a sinker ball guy. You probably want to get the hell off first base because it's real easy to get those ground balls with a dude like that. So Really do like this spot. Like I said, the only worry is that he hits doubles instead of home run there. So not finding an MGM plus 320 on DK. Down. Good price then, Stu. Good find. Good find.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy right there.
Oh, fucking A, Terrence. You got to go 18 points on me, bro. Jesus. Yeah.
That's better, though. 55 to 1. Oh.
55 to 1 and then 35, 36 to 1. So if you want to do the triple-double, I ain't going to be mad. I'm gonna take that triple-double from the last one. I'm going to be very happy with it, and I'm not going to try going down that market again because I'm not going to get too greedy because I know always what happens when I try to go right back to something like that. So let's take a look. All right, let's do a recap here, and then we'll look at the questions here, and we'll get out of your guys' hair today. I'll kick it over to you to start.
I went with Markel Fultz and Denny Advia, both to record 12 points, minus 125 over on DraftKings Sportsbook. Then we continued up with Claxton, 2 blocks, Cam Johnson, 2 threes, minus 110, also over on DraftKings. And I might make that 1.5 units as well. Then I finally went with Julio Rodriguez, stolen base. Obviously, price is way down. Anything better than 300 is good, though. I see you said 320. I'm going to have to check Caesars and some of these other secondary books to try to get the best number. But these numbers are getting pretty hammered down earlier, too. I saw a lot of people affected by that. So we'll try to keep getting the best numbers out there.
23 to 1 on a little cross sport. I don't mind it at all. I'll be rolling with Kevin Porter Jr. as my biggest play of the day. Points, rebounds, assists. Just doing it for his Shanghai Sharks avoidance here, I guess, or just to prove Stu wrong. I should have had, if they had a Kevin Knox double-double, that would have been my long shot today. I still could not find it. Andrew Nebhard over 20.5 points plus assists. I believe that's minus 125. Don't know why I didn't post that in there, but yeah, it's minus 125 over on DK. And I'll be rolling with Kevin Porter Jr. double-double plus 480. That is DraftKings line as well. So, Stu, what do you got for the people? A little quicker stream today. Popped in, got the picks out, popped out. What do you got for them?
I love my plays today. I'm fired up. I've had both of them locked in since last night. I love the combos in the NBA. I love the stolen bases in the MLB. It's a great time of year. I do see too. Quick question. I see our guy Parlay Poppy in the chat says Dustin May over 5.5 strikeouts. Do you have a strong take on this? I know this guy, obviously, when he's healthy, can be an absolute strikeout monster, but the pitch count might be a little bit of a concern. I personally bet 2 strikeouts in the first 2 innings on Prize Picks as like a little fun bet. Do you have any take on the actual 5.5 case?
I like Dustin May today. He's probably going to be fully exposed for my DK spots. But I don't know if I want it at 5.5. Obviously, his swing and miss stuff is elite. I did really like Arizona's approach last night, though, to Urias. Like, they were really good. Like, they didn't really swing and miss too much on Urias, and obviously Urias has been one of the top young pitchers in baseball here. But obviously Urias ain't running up to 100 like Dustin May can. Again, I've been early on in the season, I do like the buy down K portion. It's just way better for me. Like, I feel like it just gives me a little bit more of an edge because these books are going to be real spot on a lot of these spots. And the pitch count does kind of concern me for earlier in the season here, especially since Ryan Pepio just got ruled out as well. So that's another Dodger thrower right there. And I mean, you got 47-year-old Clayton Kershaw in your rotation. You're going to be a little cautious. So dude, 5K just seems a little, if I can just take 5, I'll probably do that and then throw a hit in there.
That's fair. I like that spot. I like that. Like I said, I had the 2 in the first half. But no, that's a good question right there. Just wanted to answer that. I know he's one of the more popular kind of young guys out there. And then I see Terrence asked me the other stolen bases guy. Yeah, Jazz Chisholm and Corbin Carroll, who is a rookie on the Diamondbacks in that game we were just talking about right there. So tons of good plays given out today. Obviously, just hit the quick recap. Yeah, I'm excited to keep it going. Obviously, keep getting these plays out here. So let's keep it going.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Stu, I think it's that time. Popping out here. Obviously, I know you're gonna have a lot more content out. I think I'm streamed out for the day. Thank God I didn't got to stream anymore. My face is getting all this light in it. It's rainy as hell out here. It's a shitty day out here in Wisconsin. But we brought some fire picks, and I'm really excited to hopefully get another profitable show, going for 6 straight profitable shows. I think we're around 13-ish units right now in the last 5 shows, which is fantastic. And hopefully we'll be able to keep it rolling. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck, and obviously have a good weekend. And don't go too crazy on the first weekend of baseball because it's really easy to do. I've done it myself. So just make sure keeping the units in mind and that we're cashing these tickets. So have a good one, guys, and best of luck this weekend.